Not knowing if your agent is a master negotiator can cost you thousands. Hey guys, Nick Casamassimo here. Hope all is well. Negotiating is a crucial part of real estate, and those agents that have refined that skill really do well by their clients and save them thousands. How do you know if you're working with a master negotiator? Well, here are 4 tips that will let you know immediately. A master negotiator is always calm, no matter what the circumstances are. We are under the misconception that master negotiators yell the loudest or beat their opponent into submission at the negotiating table. And in reality, that does not happen. I mean, the aggressive person pretty much kills the deal because the other party feels like they've been slighted. So here's what happens. Those that are really good at negotiating are calm all the time. They make the other party feel like they've won. Whether it's a real thing or it's perceived, their job is to make the other party feel like they've won while making sure that the person that they represent got a great deal. Number 2, master negotiators know their data cold. So here's the thing. You're going to get people who are going to disagree with you on valuation. That's the whole crux of negotiating. So it's important that you know cold what the comps are, what has sold in the last 6 months. Know the square footages of each of the homes. Know if they're lakefront or not. Know if they have big yards. Know if they're fenced in. Know if they've been updated. Know if they've had concessions like a credit. So if you know all this stuff and you have somebody that questions the valuation, you can quickly say in a very calm way and a respectful way that you disagree and here's why. So here's an example. So if somebody disagrees and says, you know what, Nick, I think the valuation of $500,000 is incorrect. I think it's just way too high. Your response should be, well, I respectfully disagree, and here's where I'm getting that number. House A and House B and House C sold for this, that, and the other thing. And this house has the following upgrades. Therefore, I really think that this price is the house is going to sell at this price point. And then you can kind of finish off saying, tell me why you think I'm wrong, because maybe I'm missing something. And by doing that, by framing that in that certain way, you're, number one, letting the other person, the opponent at the negotiating table, let them know that you're not going to just lay down. You're going to fight for your client. Number 2, you're showing them that you are educated. And number 3, you're not a jerk. You want to do a deal and you're respectful. And when you do all those things and you know your data cold, it goes a long way. Number 3, never give up your hand, ever. So I've worked with other agents who basically have hinted, oh, well, my client's willing to go down to this. That to me is absolutely bonkers. You're just basically discounting the property just to make a deal. And for me, I'm glad that it happens, and my clients are glad. But that's an easy one to kind of cite. But some other things that are not so easy to understand are just not disclosing any information about your client, what their profession is, how much money they have in the bank. You don't want to really disclose anything about the client, their intentions of the property. It's irrelevant. It comes down to price and some specific terms. So the more information you give, the more that information can be used against you, the more people can kind of construe in a certain way, and it can be used against you. So do not give up your hand for any reason whatsoever. Number 4, and this ties into number 3. So when you're speaking, listen intently. Sometimes you just need to shut up and listen. So you want to get as many clues as possible. You're like that, poker player at the table, just quietly observing, looking for tells. So things like pauses, cracking of someone's voice, hesitation, stuttering, using specific words, those all have meanings. So I strongly encourage anybody that's looking to negotiate, just be quiet and listen to what's being said, and just say just enough to get the negotiating move forward. So that's number 4. Hi there, thanks so much for watching. And if you liked what you saw, go to our YouTube channel, click subscribe, and hit that bell. All right, also go to casaaught.com. Here we have fantastic home searches, tips and tricks for buyers and sellers, community profiles not seen anywhere else, market insights, and so much more. I promise, if you just give it a minute, it'll be well worth your time. Okay, and that's my time. So take care. Have a great day.